The following program contains the views and opinions of the hosts, speakers, and participants. They do not reflect the policies of the producers, advisors, and advertisers of AU Paws Radio, including Adelphi University's Board of Trustees, administrative faculty, or its affiliates. Paws Web radio station encourages freedom of speech, but does not endorse any specific viewpoints or messages. Listener discretion is advised, especially for potentially sensitive or controversial topics. Yo, what's good? I'm your host, Sophie. Welcome to What's Good. What's Good is a podcast that asks all sorts of people about positive things going on in their lives, what makes them happy and makes this life worth living. Happiness can be contagious, and our guest, Evan, is here to spread some for you today. Hi, Evan. How are you?
I'm good.
Good? Awesome. All right. So what has been making you happy recently?
My girlfriend.
That's awesome. Why does she make you happy?
Just because of her personality. She's always so positive and she's so kind and compassionate. She makes me want to be a better person. I honestly look up to her a lot, and spending time with her is always just the best.
That is amazing. That's a great response. I love being around people that make you better people. That's the best people to be around.
I think so too.
All right. I do not know this girl's name. What is her name?
Aisha.
That's so cool. Mm-hmm. That's a great name. How did you guys meet?
Through school. It was geometry class in 10th grade, and I don't know really what made her do this. She was sitting in the desk in front of me, and I was behind her, and she kind of just tilts her head back like this. I know the people listening can't see it, but I'm tilting my head back, almost looking behind me. Okay. And just looks me dead in the eyes and says, "Hi." And I'm like, "Hi." Because I'm oh, who is this weirdo talking to me like this? Because I didn't know her at that point.
Yeah.
So I was like, why would she do that? And even to this day, I asked her, why did you do that? And she's like, I don't know. So, strange, mysterious circumstances.
That's really cute. I love that a lot.
Yeah,
how did you feel when she did? I know you just said how you felt, but what were you thinking in your head?
I was thinking, why did they do that? This is weird. Why are they looking at me like this?
Yeah. So when you, I presume you guys were friends for a little while.
For about 2 years before we actually got together, we were friends.
That's a long time. Wow. Yeah. So who confessed their feelings first?
Me.
Okay.
I did first, but there were definitely signs back and forth-ish. It wasn't there were times when I was thinking maybe it wouldn't be so bad, but then I just stuff it deep down because I was nah, we're friends.
Yeah.
Let me put that in the back seat.
Yeah. Why did you think that way though?
Why did I think that way? Honestly, I don't know. Maybe I was probably afraid of rejection, or maybe I just didn't want to ruin the friendship because that happens a lot.
Yeah.
Somebody confesses, usually the guy, and then the girl's oh, ew, I don't want to talk to you anymore. Yeah. It's understandable. I just didn't want that to happen to me.
Yes.
So.
No, that's totally fair. Yeah. Do you mind me asking what you said?
What
is that too personal? What you
No, I can say anything. Let me think. Oh yeah, this is kind of a funny story. So, basically, I didn't want to get super embarrassed and flustered by just asking straight up. Mm-hmm. So, oh my God, it was so weird. I was almost beating around the bush, almost the idea of a date.
Oh, okay.
Hanging out, and she was huh? And then she wanted if you really have this idea of a date, give me concrete, where are we going, what time, what day. Mm-hmm. And eventually I just had to be this, then that day. And she was okay. best feeling of my life. I
Yeah,
swear. It was so. I was so relieved because I was stressing so crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I was trying to think, because like we had first period together every morning that year.
Yeah.
So if it didn't work out, I was like, how am I gonna avoid her? How am I gonna am I never gonna talk to her again? I mean, I know I'm barely gonna talk to her if I do. I think I just gotta kind of wean off of her for the rest of this year. That's what was going through my head.
Yeah.
But she said yes, and it felt really good.
Yeah, I always see that in movies, like when the guy asks the girl and they're like, oh, okay, yeah, that's cool. And then they leave and they're like, yeah.
No, it was literally that exact feeling.
Yeah.
They're not lying in the movie.
Yeah, no, that's so wholesome. So I do follow you on Instagram, and I saw your 1 year anniversary of you two. So that is amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you.
If you could describe in a word this first year, of you guys being together, how would you describe it?
In a word? A singular word?
Yeah, try.
I got a lot of words for that.
Okay, how about three?
Try.
3 words.
3 words. I have more words. Okay, let me try 3. The best one. Best year of my life.
That's awesome.
Hands down.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That was 1. Oh wait, no, 3 words.
No, that was 3.
I was looking for adjectives in my head, that's why. Okay. That's awesome. Love that. How often do you guys see each other?
Maybe twice a week now.
Okay.
We used to see each other almost every day.
Yeah, well, because of school. Yeah.
School and over the summer we had nothing else to do.
Yeah.
But
Did
now
she go?
it's just
Oh, sorry.
twice a week. What were you saying?
Does she go to college?
Yeah. She goes to NYIT. It's 20
Oh,
minutes.
New York Institute of Technology?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. Oh, wait, yeah. You did tell me she wants to be an architect, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How many dates have you guys been on?
Too many for me to answer that question.
Yeah, okay. Could you name your favorite one?
My favorite date?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was probably one that we went on recently. We went to Sunken Meadow State Park. Do you know the place?
No.
No. Well, it's this beach, and they have a super long boardwalk. We didn't go on the boardwalk, but they have another off path that's kind of a little bit of a hike.
Okay.
And I wanted to take her to this spot that I had been to years back. It was a sand dune that was up against a cliff. And the cliff at the very top had this spot that was encircled by trees. So it was this little nice private spot, and it was just nice. You get to look out at the sky and look out in the water. So, yeah, there.
Oh, that is beautiful. Wow. Yeah, that's so beautiful.
Yeah, so I wanted to take her there. So it was a little bit of a hike, and she was not dressed for the occasion.
Aww.
She was dressed in comfortable streetwear. Mm-hmm. She didn't know what I was doing, but
yeah.
Eventually we get to kind of the spot. It's not the same at all.
Okay.
It's been a couple of years.
Yeah.
And there were people all over the place.
Yeah.
But it was still very nice. We found a secluded spot nonetheless.
Okay.
And just looked out for maybe half an hour and just talked.
That's so
It was
awesome.
nice, and we went to dinner after.
So awesome. That's great. That's lovely. Going off of favorites, could you name a favorite memory between you two? Would you say that's your favorite, or is there a different one?
That's a hard question. Give me a minute.
Okay.
Maybe the day she came back from Tunisia. Because, you probably don't know this. She's half Jamaican, half Tunisian. So she went with her father and her brother to Tunisia over the summer in August for a month. And I was just, oh my God, I was so sad. I was so sad. Everybody was telling me, you're not acting like yourself.
Wow.
You seem depressed. And I was like, yeah, that's what I am. But the day she came back, I was so happy. And then I got to see the next day.
That's so awesome. That's great. So you see a far future with her?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah. That makes you excited?
Very excited.
Yeah.
Very excited.
Very excited.
I feel like I have like not only just a plan in life, but a reason to do it. You know, a reason to actually stick with it and just go right through it. You know.
That's awesome. Yeah. This might be a weird question, but do you think you've ever positively impacted other people because of your healthy relationship?
Because of my relationship?
Yeah.
I'd say so.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Could you name an example?
An example? My friend, who I'm not going to name, but if she hears this, she might not.
Yeah.
You know, she has a lot of relationship troubles, and I feel like being in a relationship now not only makes me thankful for the spot that I'm in, where I have a very healthy relationship, it also gives me a little bit more experience to advise her and other friends that may be having these troubles, like on what to look for, red flags, you know, just anything that I would do myself in regards to Aisha or she would do for me.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, that kind of went off of my question after that, which was like what advice you would give for other people not in relationships or in relationships.
Not in relationships or in relationships.
I feel like it's kind of the same.
I would say,
answers.
yeah, probably. I would probably say to people in relationships, patience is a virtue. Patience is a virtue. Like, not everything is always going to be perfect, but that's okay. You know, just don't get mad at the other person for things that they can't control. And if they did something that makes you upset, just talk it out. Don't have a screaming match.
Yeah.
Never, ever, ever works out. It's not productive.
Yeah.
If you can actually take the time to understand each other, then you'll realize the only reason that you're arguing in the first place is because you guys love each other and you just want what's best for the other person.
Yeah. Very true.
Most times.
Yeah.
And for people not in relationships that are trying to get in one, probably try to find somebody that matches the half of you wish you had. That's what I would say. Because that's what I feel like Aisha does for me. Like, she reminds me of myself when I was younger. Because, like, I'd say I'm still kind, but not as much as I used to be. Not at all. And she reminds me of that version of me that was just always kind, compassionate, empathetic, sympathetic. Just a joy to be around.
That's so awesome.
So.
I love that so much. That's great. I'm going to ask a very cliche question, and that's going to be the last one.
Right.
How did you know she was the one?
How'd I know she was the one?
If you think she's the one.
Oh, I actually do have a story for this. I know she's the one.
I would think so. I would think so based off this conversation.
Yeah, this goes back to, like, the genesis of when I actually started liking her for real, like in a romantic way. I was like just sitting in my room thinking about my future. I was like, it's probably time I find somebody to, you know, be in a relationship with. Because, you know, just in my last year of high school, should probably at least try it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, there have been people that liked me before, but I was either scared of that sort of commitment or I just didn't want it, or them. So I was just thinking, trying to set up my future. And I was thinking of people and I couldn't think of anybody else but her.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's great. All right. Well, that's all the questions I have for you. We're glad that she has improved your quality of life. For everyone listening, thank you, Evan, for joining us in our mission of spreading happiness, and thank you to all of our listeners listening out there, and we hope this made your day better. Just remember, goodness is everywhere, and we're here to help you remind you of that. All right, everyone. See ya.
Hi.
This has been What's Good, hosted by Sophie Rambell, produced by Macy Bell, and today with our special guest, Evan. Thank you for listening.